Alright, stop what you're doing because this is big. For over a year now, the internet has been obsessed with Jenna Ortega and Emma Myers. From edits to fan cams, people have been saying their friendship looks a little too good to just be co-stars. We've seen the viral hugs, the hand touches, the way Jenna always lights up when Emma's around, but through all the shipping, the theories, the breakdown threads, neither of them really said anything until now. Because in a brand new interview, Emma Myers finally broke her silence. She actually opened up about her relationship with Jenna Ortega, and the way she described it, it's deeper, more personal, and way more real than fans ever expected. Combine that with Jenna's past confessions about being protective of Emma, and suddenly the Gemma fandom feels like they've been proven right all along. So let's dive into every detail. What Emma said, how Jenna has reacted, the awkward story of how their friendship started, and why this bond has become one of the most talked about celebrity connections of the year. Let's be honest, not every celebrity friendship goes viral. You don't see people dissecting every interaction between random co-stars. But Jenna and Emma, they're different. On screen, they play complete opposites. Jenna as the gothic, stone-faced Wednesday Addams, and Emma as the rainbow-loving, bubbly Enid Sinclair. That chemistry carried Wednesday to global success. But fans quickly noticed that off-screen, the chemistry didn't stop. Red carpet events? They were glued to each other. Interviews? Constant whispers and inside jokes. Press photos? Jenna leaning into Emma, hand always on her waist or shoulder. That's when the Gemma Ship was born. And for the past year, it hasn't slowed down. TikToks, edits, Twitter threads, fans are convinced this isn't just co-stars being co-stars. It feels different. And now that Emma has finally spoken, the fandom feels like they've been validated. So what did Emma actually say? In a new interview, she was asked about her bond with Jenna, and instead of dodging the question like usual, she leaned in. She said her and Jenna share a great relationship both on and off screen. She explained how natural it feels to work with Jenna because their trust is already there, and how their closeness makes everything flow so much easier. Now, she didn't drop a "yes, we're dating" headline, but for fans who've been waiting for any acknowledgement, this was huge. It's the first time Emma really put it into words herself. And the best part? She didn't sound rehearsed. She wasn't just throwing out some PR-friendly response. The way she spoke about Jenna was genuine. You could feel that she meant it. Fans immediately latched onto her wording. Great relationship has now become a phrase you see everywhere in Gemma edits, tweets, and fan threads. People are saying it's Emma's subtle way of confirming that what we've all been seeing is real. And let's not forget, Jenna's already confessed how important Emma is to her. On the Armchair Expert podcast, Jenna said she had never felt more protective of anyone before. She literally wakes in the morning and sends Emma voice memos to remind her how special she is. Jenna's exact words, "I only ever want to make sure she's okay and good." Think about that for a second. Jenna Ortega, one of the most private young actresses in Hollywood, doesn't talk about her personal life ever. And yet here she is, openly admitting she goes out of her way every single day to make sure Emma feels valued. That is not casual. That's not, "Oh, she's cool to work with." That's protective, emotional, and intimate. So when you stack Jenna's past confessions with Emma finally speaking up, yeah, you see why fans are losing it. Here's what makes their bond even more fascinating. It started in the most awkward way possible. Their first meeting was a Zoom chemistry read. Emma later admitted she was so nervous, she cried afterward. She thought she blew it because she accidentally cut Jenna off mid-line. Jenna paused for so long that Emma thought she'd messed everything up. When they finally met in person, it wasn't smooth either. They went in for a hug and it was just clumsy. Jenna was in full braids. Emma showed up in gym clothes and flannel. Both admitted later it was hilariously uncomfortable, but that rocky start actually set the stage for something real. Because when they were thrown into filming together in Romania for 8 months, away from home, isolated, just relying on each other, that's when everything changed. They went from awkward strangers to inseparable friends. And if you think fans are exaggerating, the press tour clips speak for themselves. Paris fan event, Jenna wraps Emma in this slow, lingering hug mid-interview. The crowd screams. The clip goes viral, millions of views. London press day, Emma cracks a joke. Jenna bursts out laughing and grabs her shoulder, holding on to her for just a beat too long. Recent press conference, Emma leans in, whispers something, and Jenna beams with the biggest smile we've seen from her on a carpet. And here's the kicker. Jenna keeps her hand on Emma's arm the entire time. Not a quick touch, not accidental, full-on comfort zone. When you line up all these moments, it's a clear pattern. This isn't once or twice, it's everywhere. And you already know the fandom wasted zero time. Within hours, TikTok edits were everywhere. Dramatic slow motion, captions like, "The way she looks at her," and "She's so gone." Twitter threads started dissecting every interaction, pulling receipts from season 1 all the way to now. People are building full-on timelines of Gemma moments, complete with screenshots, GIFs, and even affection ratings out of 10. There are fan-made Google Docs cataloging every hug, every smile, every shoulder touch. Some of them read like relationship research papers. And Emma's new great relationship quote? Yeah, it's already been turned into meme captions, TikTok sound edits, and reaction GIFs. It's not just fans noticing either. The rest of the Wednesday cast clearly sees it. Percy Hines-White smirked when Emma and Jenna's friendship came up in one interview. Jenna instantly shot him a side-eye like, "Don't start." Hunter Doohan once joked that the fandom ships everybody, but when Jenna and Emma get mentioned, the cast always laughs and avoids answering directly. It's those little knowing looks, the "we know something you don't" vibe, that keep fueling the speculation. And then there are the behind-the-scenes clips, which honestly might be even more telling. In the Netflix BTS featurette, Jenna can't stop laughing because Emma's messing with her during rehearsal. The director literally has to tell them to focus. At the season 1 wrap party, fan-shot videos show them dancing together like nobody else in the room mattered. Even Offset. They've been caught just hanging out, sitting on the curb outside the studio, eating snacks, laughing over Jenna's phone. These aren't staged promo moments, that's just real life. So what does this mean for Wednesday season 2? Emma has said Jenna is much more like Wednesday in real life than she is to Enid. That contrast, dark and stoic versus bubbly and chaotic, is the secret sauce that makes their chemistry so good. And with season 2 right around the corner, every scene between Wednesday and Enid is going to get dissected frame by frame. Fans are already predicting more subtext, more closeness, and maybe even Netflix throwing in a few winks to the audience who ship them. If you thought season 1 had moments, season 2 might be a fandom explosion. Of course, not everyone is buying into the hype. Some fans say this is just strong friendship energy. That body language can be read in 100 different ways. That being protective doesn't automatically mean romantic, and that shipping real people can sometimes cross lines. And honestly, that's fair. At the end of the day, only Emma and Jenna know what's really going on. But with Emma finally speaking out, and Jenna's past protective confessions, you can see why fans are convinced this is more than just your average co-star friendship. The second Emma's words dropped, the internet exploded. TikTok edits racked up millions of views in hours. Twitter trended with Gemma confirmed. YouTube fan cams are pulling tens of thousands of views overnight. Comments everywhere. Finally, she said it. This is confirmation. Protect Gemma at all costs. The fandom feels validated. Like after a year of theories, they finally got proof. And that's the bigger picture here. Emma Myers breaking her silence wasn't just about shipping. It was about confirming what people already felt, that her bond with Jenna is authentic. In an industry full of staged PR relationships, their connection feels real. It's protective, supportive, emotional, and rooted in trust. That's why people care so much. Whether it's friendship or something more, it doesn't matter. It's real, and fans love it. So there you have it. Emma Myers finally broke her silence. It changes everything. She and Jenna Ortega aren't just co-stars. Their bond is something different, something special. Now the big question is, do you think Emma was just describing an amazing friendship? Or was that her way of hinting at something deeper? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, because the next Wednesday cast story we're covering, yeah, it's even juicier than this one.